Welcome dear students. Let us continue with the reading of remaining textual part of the chapter, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, authored by William Sran. In this chapter, till now we have learned that there are two main characters, two cousin brothers. One is Murad, who is 12 years old, and Aram, who is 9 years old. Murad and Aram both are very passionate for horse riding. Murad has managed a horse from the barn of a farmer known as John Byro. He has come to Aram and wants to take him for horse riding. Both of them have gone in open fields, in vineyards, and they want to ride the horse there. Murad wished to go for alone riding, but at the same time he promised Aram also to do the same. Murad has done his horse riding alone. Now it is Aram's turn. So my cousin Murad got off the horse. So as he had done the horse riding alone, now he had come to Aram and he got off from the horse and ride, he said. He asked Aram to go for the alone riding. I leaped to the back of the horse and for a moment knew the most awful fear imaginable. So Aram here says that as soon as he climbed the back of the horse, he was full of fear. You can just imagine that when you are going for the first time to ride a horse, definitely it is not so easy to ride it because you have to maintain a lot of balance and mainly at the banking. Okay, you need to mold your body, we need to balance your body according to the movement of the horse. The horse didn't move. So when I jumped on the back of this horse, it didn't move. Kick into his muscles, my cousin Murad said. So when it was not moving, my brother said that I had to kick into his muscles so as to make it run. What are you waiting for? We have to go to take him back before everybody in the world is up and about. So Murad warned me that don't wait for anybody, because we, as soon as possible, we have to take the horse back and we have to put it back somewhere before people get up in the morning. I kicked into the muscles of the horse. So I kicked into the muscles of the horse. Once again it reared and snorted. So the horse once again took some steps back on its hind legs. It stood on its hind legs and then snorted, means produced a furious sound from its mouth. Then it began to run and started running. I didn't know what to do. मुझे नहीं पता क्या करना उस समय. Instead of running across the field to the irrigation ditches, the horse ran down the road to the vineyard of Dikram Halibian, where it began to leap over vines. So in spite of going towards the irrigation ditches, the horse started moving towards the vineyards of Dikram Halibian and it went down the road, means रोड से नीचे उतर के इधर ये डिक्रम हेलिबियन के जो वाइनयार्ड्स हैं उनकी तरफ दौड़ना शुरू कर दिया. एंड इट बिगन टू लीप ओवर वाइन्स, मीन्स जो ग्रेप्स के जो ऑर्चार्ड थे वहाँ पे वाइनयार्ड्स थे उनके ऊपर से इसने जंप करना शुरू कर दिया. द हॉर्स लीप्ड ओवर 7 वाइन्स बिफोर आई फेल. सो आफ्टर jumping over 7 vines, it dropped me somewhere. Okay, मैं गिर गया उससे. Then it continued running and the horse continued running on its unknown track. My cousin Murad came running down the road. मेरे पास दौड़ के आया मेरा cousin Murad. I'm not worried about you, he shouted. We have to go to get that horse. And he said that I'm not worried about your injury or what happened to you. That is secondary issue. The primary issue for me is to get that horse back. Okay, अगर वो कहीं चला गया, किसी को मिल गया, तो it will be a big problem for all of us. You go this way and I will go this way. If you come upon him, be kindly, I will be near. So Murad told me that I should go that way and he should go the another way to find the horse. एंड उन्होंने ये भी कहा इफ़ आई गॉट द हॉर्स फर्स्ट देन आई हैड टू बी काइंड इनफ टू द हॉर्स बाय द टाइम मुराद वुड अराइव देयर. ठीक है. कि बड़े ही प्यार से इस घोड़े को संभालना है, तब तक मुराद वहाँ पहुँच जाएगा। आई कंटिन्यू डाउन द रोड एंड माई कज़न मुराद वेंट अक्रॉस द फील्ड टुवर्ड द इरीगेशन टीचेज। सो आई वेंट डाउन द रोड and Murad went towards the irrigation ditches to search the horse. It took him half an hour to find the horse and bring him back. So after half an hour, Murad came with the horse. Ultimately, he could find it. All right, he said, jump on. So he said, everything is okay. Sit on the horse. The whole world is awake now. What will we do? I said, and I told him that people have come out of their houses, okay, they are awake, and what to do now, where to hide the horse, right? So, well, he said, we shall either take him back or hide him until tomorrow morning. Hide him here refers to the horse. So Murad suggested me that there is no issue, either we will take the horse back to our house or we will hide it somewhere here itself till tomorrow morning. He didn't sound worried, and I knew he would hide him and not take him back, not for a while at any rate. So I was almost sure that Murad would not take the horse anywhere in daylight, and there was no sign of any worry or botheration on his face. He was free from any kind of worries. There was no symbol of any botheration or any fear on his face. Okay, he would not take any chance to take the horse in the daylight to any place where people would come to know about its identity, and they would raise so many questions about the horse. Where will we hide him? I said. I asked him about the place of hiding the horse. I know a place, he said, and he replied that he knew a place where we would hide that horse. How long ago did you steal the horse? I said. Now I again asked him, how long ago did you steal this horse? Means how much time, for how long this horse has been with you? कितने समय पहले आपने घोड़ा चुराया था? It suddenly dawned on me that he had been taking these early mornings rides for some time, and he had come for me this morning only because he knew how much I longed to ride. So I thought that this horse has been with him for many days, and he has gone for early mornings for many days, okay, many times, and first time he has come to me just because he knows that I am also very passionate about horse riding. वो पहली बार मेरे पास आया, इससे पहले काफ़ी बार वो अर्ली मॉर्निंग में इसकी राइडिंग कर चुका है, मुझे ऐसा लगा. Who said anything about stealing a horse? He said. उसने कहा, कौन कहता है कि घोड़ा चुराया गया है? Anyhow, I said, how long ago did you begin riding every morning? Then again I asked him, okay, but how much time ago you started riding this horse? कितने समय पहले आपने अर्ली मॉर्निंग में इसकी राइडिंग स्टार्ट की थी? मैंने ये पूछ लिया उससे. Not until this morning, he said. कहता है इससे पहले, आज सुबह से पहले कभी नहीं. Are you telling the truth? I said. Of course not, he said. जब मैंने पूछा क्या आप सच बोल रहे हैं, उसने कहा बिल्कुल नहीं, सच तो मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. But if you are found out, अगर किसी को पता चल जाता है हमारे बारे में, that's what you are to say. उस केस में आपको यही रिप्लाई देना है कि आज सुबह ही हमें घोड़ा मिला, इससे पहले हमारे पास नहीं था. I don't want both of us to be lawyers. And कहता है कि मैं नहीं चाहता कि हम दोनों ही इसमें झूठे बने, लायर बने. ऑल यू नो इज़ दैट वी स्टार्टेड राइडिंग दिस मॉर्निंग. आपको तो यही पता है कि आज सुबह ही हमने इसके ऊपर राइडिंग स्टार्ट की है. सो फॉर यू इट इज़ बेटर टू रिप्लाई पीपल दैट वी हैव गॉट दिस हॉर्स टुडे मॉर्निंग ओनली. ओके, before this time it was not with us. All right, I said. So I agreed to his suggestion. He walked the horse quietly to the barn of the deserted vineyard, which at one time had been the pride of farmer named Fetchwagen. Okay, Fetchwagen. So कहता है कि इसके बाद में हम जो सूखे वाइनयार्ड्स थे उनकी तरफ चले गए, खेत खलिहानों की तरफ चले गए. एंड ये वो डेजर्टेड वाइनयार्ड्स थे which at times used to be a matter of pride for a farmer whose name was Fetchwagen. So कहता है कि किसी टाइम में हरे भरे होते थे लेकिन अभी सूखे पड़े हैं. There were some oats and dry alfalfa in the barn. So only there were some oats and some alfalfa, means a species of plant which was available in the barn of that deserted vineyard. Nothing else was available there. We began walking home, means from where we started walking towards our. It wasn't easy, he said, to get the horse to behave so nicely. Murad again mocked at me. He tried to show his superiority over me, and he told me that it is not an easy task to behave with the horses the way he behaved. At first, it wanted to run wild, but as I have told you, I have a way with a horse. So Murad says that in case of his riding also, the horse tried to run amok in arbitrary directions, but as he was an experienced person, he could behave with the horse, and the horse was made behave accordingly. I can get it to want to do anything I want it to do, means the horse will do whatever I want from it. Horses understand me, and there is a mutual understanding between me and the horses. How do you do it? I said. I asked him how this happens with him, how is he able to manage, how is he able to get the horses behave so nicely. I have an understanding with a horse, he said. So he said that he understands the horses and horses understand him. Yes, but what sort of understanding? I asked him what kind of understanding was there between him and the horses. A simple and honest one, he said. What is that? Well, I said, I wish I knew how to reach an understanding like that with a horse. So here Aram says, काश मुझे भी ये पता होता कि वो जो समझ आप में है वो उस तक कैसे पहुंचा जाए जिसमें जो कि घोड़ों की आपके प्रति और आप में घोड़ों के प्रति. Okay, you are still a small boy, he said. When you get to be 13, you will know how to do it. So he again mocked at it, and he told me that as soon as I would attain the age of 13 years, that time I would be able to understand how to deal with the horses. Before that, it was not feasible for me. I went home and ate a hearty breakfast. So after reaching home, I had some tasty breakfast. That afternoon, my uncle Khusro came to our house for coffee and cigarettes. So his uncle Khusro came to their house to have some coffee and smoke. He sat in the parlor, sipping and smoking and remembering the old country. Parlor means the courtyard, angan. So he sat there and he started taking the sips of the coffee and started smoking, and he was remembering about the old country, means he started talking about the old village, then the place where they used to live earlier. Then another visitor arrived, a farmer named John Byro. He is the second person who came after his uncle Khusro, an Assyrian. And this John Byro farmer was an Assyrian. He belonged to an Assyrian community, Assyrian tribe. Out of loneliness, had learned to speak Armenian. And since he was living alone, so he learned some Armenian also to speak with local people. My mother brought the lonely visitor coffee and tobacco, and he rolled a cigarette and sipped and smoked. So he was also offered coffee and tobacco, and he started smoking and sipping the coffee. And then at last, sighing sadly, he said, "My white horse, which was stolen last month, is still gone. I cannot understand it." So he sighed. Sighing sadly means दुख में बड़ी परेशानी में आहें जो भरता आदमी, long breathing. So he sighed and said that the horse which is missing for last 1 month is still missing. It has not yet been returned to me, and it is beyond my understanding. I am not able to understand where it has gone and who has taken it. My uncle Khusro became very irritated and shouted. So Uncle Khusro, a crazy person in this family, he shouted at him because he was full of irritation listening to his words about the missing of the horse. It's no harm. What is the loss of a horse? So कहता है कि इसमें कोई हार्म नहीं है, एक घोड़े का गुम हो जाना कौन सी बड़ी बात है. Haven't we all lost the homeland व्हाट इज़ दिस क्राइंग ओवर ए हॉर्स, क्या हमने अपनी होमलैंड को नहीं खो दिया क्या? फिर इस घोड़े के ऊपर क्या चिल्लाना, ओके, जब अपने अपनी होमलैंड जो मदरलैंड थी उसको ही खो दिया है, अभी हम कहीं और रह रहे हैं। सो एक घोड़े की तो कोई बात ही नहीं है। दैट मे बी ऑल राइट फॉर यू ए सिटी ड्वेलर टू से, जॉन बायरो सेड, बट what of my Surrey? What good is a Surrey without a horse? At this, John Byro said that it can be okay for you. आपको कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता होगा, एक सिटी डवेलर है आप, आपको कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता होगा, बट इससे मुझे फ़र्क पड़ता है। ओके, मेरी सरी मीन्स हॉर्स कार्ट, द कार्ट विच इज़ पुट बिहाइंड द हॉर्सेज। सो अब मेरी सरी का, मेरी हॉर्स कार्ट का क्या होगा? एक हॉर्स कार्ट का विदाउट हॉर्स की क्या क्या यूज़ है, क्या मीनिंग है उसका, अकेले हॉर्स कार्ट का? Who will pull that horse, pull that cart? Pay no attention to it, my uncle Khusro roared, again shouted at him and said, pay no attention to it, okay? I walked 10 miles to get here, John Byro said. And John Byro used to come by his horse cart to the house of Aram, but this time he had come बाई वॉकिंग, ओके। सो ही सेड मैं 10 माइल्स चल के आया हूँ क्योंकि मेरे पास हॉर्स कार्ट नहीं है, अदरवाइज मैं हॉर्स कार्ट में बैठ के आता। यू हैव लेग्स, माई अंकल खुसरो शाउटेड, अंकल खुसरो शाउटेड दैट यू हैव गॉट लेग्स, वाई कांट यू वॉक? माई लेफ्ट लेग पेन्स मी, द फार्मर सेड दैट बिकॉज ऑफ लॉन्ग वॉकिंग माई लेफ्ट लेग हैज स्टार्टेड पेनिंग। Pay no attention to it, my uncle Khusro roared. And Uncle Khusro says that there is nothing to pay any attention to it, okay? Don't worry about it. That horse cost me $60, the farmer said. He again said that the horse is worth $60, okay? That is the actual cost of that horse. And it matters a lot to me. I spit on money, my Uncle Khusro said. Uncle Khusro बोलते हैं मैं पैसे पे तो spit करता हूँ, थूकता हूँ, means money is of no importance for Uncle Khusro. He got up and stalked out of the house, slamming the screen door. So after shouting at John Byro, my Uncle Khusro went out of the house and pushed the door with a great force in anger. My mother explained. Now John Byro was surprised to see this kind of behavior of Uncle Khusro, so my mother had to come in between and she started explaining about this kind of behavior. He has a gentle heart, she said. She said to John Byro that Uncle Khusro is not a bad person. He is very gentle at heart, okay? It is simply that he is homesick and such a large man. This is because of some homesickness, and since he is a man of robust body, a renowned person, large man, that's why this generally happens with him. Otherwise he is a nice person. The farmer went away and I ran over to my cousin Murad's house. So after listening to my mother, John Byro went away and I straightway went to meet my cousin Murad. He was sitting under a peach tree. He was sitting there and he was trying to repair a hurt wing of a young robin which could not fly. A robin bird was injured, and Murad was treating that robin bird so that it could fly. He was talking to the bird and he was having some conversation also with the bird. He was talking to the bird. What is it? He said, and he asked me, who is that person who is going away? The farmer John Byro, I said. I told him that he is farmer whose name is John Byro. He visited our house. He wants his horse. So he has come to our house and he wished that his horse should be returned. You have had it a month and आपके पास एक महीने से है this horse. I want you to promise not to take it back until I learn to ride. But yes, you need to promise me that you will not return this horse until I learn the riding properly. It will take you a year to learn to ride, my cousin Murad said. And now cousin Murad mocked at me again and he said that it would take me almost 1 year to learn the riding. We could keep the horse a year, I said, and I told him that yes, if it requires a year, then we can keep the horse for a year also. My cousin Murad leaped to his feet. Listening to this 1 year duration, my cousin Murad was surprised and he jumped on his feet. stood up what he rode, and he asked me, what are you saying? How can we keep the horse for 1 year? Are you inviting a member of the Gargulin family to steal? The horse must go back to its owner. So Murad said that was I inviting a danger, that I was going to put a stigma on the Gargulin family's honesty and trust just by stealing the horse, because having kept that horse for 1 year would certainly put a stigma on the Gargulin family that we had stolen the horse. The horse must go back, okay, to its true owner as soon as possible. This was the wording of Murad. When I said, so I asked Murad, what time this horse will be returned? In 6 months at the latest, he said. So maximum 6 months we can keep it with us, not more than that. He threw the bird into the air. The bird tried hard, almost fell twice, but at last flew away high and straight. So what is this? The bird which was injured tried to fly away, but before flying high in the sky, it tried a lot and even fell on the ground twice. It means if you try something which appears difficult, yes, one day you can overcome that difficulty. Likewise, if you are not a rider, in the beginning, twice, thrice, or even many times, you may fall from the horse, but certainly one day you will become a perfect rider. That is the lesson learnt from that bird. Early every morning for 2 weeks, my cousin Murad and I took the horse out of the barn of the deserted vineyard where we were hiding it and rode it. So we had kept the horse at a secret place from where we would take it out and we would go for the riding. And every morning the horse, when it was my turn to ride alone, leaped over grapevines and small trees and threw me and ran away. So whenever it would be my turn, the horse would not behave properly with me and it would jump over the vineyards or the small plants and would throw me away, and thereafter it would run. Nevertheless, I hoped in time to learn to ride the way my cousin Murad rode. So I always hoped that one day I would learn proper riding just like my cousin Murad. One morning on the way to Fetwazian deserted vineyards, we ran into the farmer John Byro, who was on his way to town. So one morning it happened that we were going to these deserted vineyards of Fetwazian, where on the way John Byro farmer met us. Let me do the talking, my cousin Murad said. I have a way with farmers. Again superiority shown by Murad here over Aram. So he told me that let me talk to John Byro, as I know how to talk to the farmers. Good morning, John Byro, my uncle Murad said to the farmer. So politely he said good morning to John Byro. The farmer studied the horse eagerly, and the farmer started recognizing the horse eagerly, impatiently, because he could identify that he came to know that it was the same horse which was stolen from his barn. Good morning, son of my friends, he said. What is the name of your horse? What is the name of your horse? My heart, my cousin Murad said in Armenian. So in Armenian language, Murad replied that the horse name was My Heart. A lovely name, John Byro said, for a lovely horse. Since this is a lovely horse, beautiful horse, so the name is also very lovely. I could swear it to the horse that was stolen from me many weeks ago. And John Byro said that I can tell you with the certainty that this is the same horse which was stolen from my barn many weeks ago. Okay, may I look into its mouth? So he asked to look into the mouth of the horse, so that he could count its teeth, and he would be it would be easy for him to recognize the horse, that it was his and belonged to nobody else. Of course, Murad said, and Murad ने कहा ठीक है आप जरूर देख लें. The farmer looked into the mouth of the horse. Tooth for tooth, he said. So he looked into the mouth of the horse and he counted all the tooth. I would swear it is my horse if I didn't know your parents. कहता है अगर आपके पेरेंट्स को नहीं जानता तो मैं कसम खा के बोलता हूँ, सर्टेनिटी के साथ कहता हूँ कि ये मेरा ही घोड़ा होना था. But the fame of your family for honesty is well known to me. But because the name and fame of trust and honesty of your family is world famous, so I can't blame you straight away, okay? Yet the horse is the twin of my horse. Still कहता है कि घोड़ा तो मेरे जो दो घोड़े हैं उनमें से एक है जो आपके पास है. A suspicious man would believe his eyes instead of his heart. So suspicious means doubtful. If a person is doubtful about something, he would believe on his eyes, means whatever he can see with his naked eyes, that is the truth, not what he has heard from somebody or what he has felt at heart. That cannot be, that may be true and may not be true. Good day, my young friends. So he said, good day to us. Good day, John Byro, my uncle Murad said. Early the following morning, we took the horse to John Byro's vineyard and put it into the barn. So now, since we had sensed the danger descending on us, as John Byro had identified his horse, so it was not something less dangerous to keep the horse with us anymore. So we decided to leave the horse in John Byro's barn the next morning. The dogs followed us around without making a sound. There were dogs also. They chased us, but they were not barking. The dogs, I whispered to my cousin Murad. I thought they would bark. So I thought that the dogs might bark anytime. So I just cautioned my uncle Murad and my cousin Murad that you see there are the dogs also. They would at somebody else, he said. I have a way with dogs. Then Murad replied that they would bark at somebody else, not at me, because they know me and I know how to deal with the dogs. Here also he has tried to show his superiority over Aram. My cousin Murad put his arms around the horse, pressed his nose into the horse's nose, petted it, and then we went away. So now Murad, at a final moment, he hugged the neck of the horse and he pressed his nose, means put his horse on the nose of the horse, petted it. Okay, petted means thapthapana, means he tried to show his love and affection for the horse at last moment when he was to leave from the horse after returning it. And then we went away. Thereafter we went away. That afternoon John Byro came to our house in his surrey and showed my mother the horse that had been stolen and returned. So in the same evening, John Byro came in the surrey because he had got his horse and he was able to put the cart behind them. So he came to our house in the surrey. Surrey means horse cart. I don't know what to think, he said. And John Byro said that what to think means क्या कहा जाए मुझे कुछ पता ही नहीं है. The horse is stronger than ever, means horse पहले से भी ज़्यादा stronger है. Better tempted, इसकी अच्छी देखभाल की गई है. I thank God, भगवान का मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ. My uncle Khusro, who was in the parlor, became irritated and shouted. So at that time my uncle Khusro was there in the parlor in the courtyard. He listened to John Byro's words, and after that he shouted at him. And what was he shouting? Quiet man, quiet. Your horse has been returned. Pay no attention to it. So he said to John Byro that since his horse had been returned, then what was the use of shouting? He should keep quiet. That is what he wants to say. That since your horse has been returned, since you have received it, then there is no use of paying any attention to it. Okay, this was his famous quote of Uncle Khusro. Dear students, this chapter is over and I will send you the questions and answers, that is answers of these questions, okay, based on the text. Thank you. God bless you all.